Hey everyone, this is Andy at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel and Christmas in July. And I have been doing it all month, so if you haven't seen my past ones, go back and check them all out. And for those of you who are new, please subscribe, hit that bell for notifications each time I upload a new video, give it a thumbs up, and the usual share. This all helps my channel, and you probably hear every YouTuber say this, but it really does help our channel. So I would really appreciate it if you do all of those things. And thank you for all of you who are doing it, because I see that some of you are actually doing it. So thank you. All right, so today I am doing a little bit of a whimsical Christmas treat box. The box is super quick and easy, and this is the little one I'm doing. I know she's in ballet gear, but to me, she looked like she was ice skating. So I made her so she is ice skating in the snow, and I added a little bit of my favorite embellishments, which are the loose silver sequins, and I love those. So I just added it like it was kind of snowing out. But this is what I'm sharing today, and she is holding some little presents. This is from the Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. Let me grab it real quick so you can see which one I'm talking about. I love this paper. It's so cute. And it is this one right here. But when I saw her, and then I saw the flowers, I thought, that one looks like she's ice skating. And especially when it has this underneath, I didn't cut that part out. On the other one that I got, it did cut out a little bit, and I'm going to leave that on there. But you don't have to cut. I did all this cutting with the scan and cut. So if you haven't seen the tutorial where I cut out a bunch of these images, these little animals, I'll try to find that and link it in the description, because I did a scan and cut tutorial for it as well. So this is what I'm going to share. I love this paper. It's so darn cute. But the box is super quick and easy, so let's get started. All right, so for the box, you need a piece. This is lemon lime twist I'm using. It's 8.5 by 6.5. If you are new, I put a PDF on every one of my projects, and if you go back way far, you're not going to see these. I think it's only been in like the last 2 years, maybe year and a half, that I've been doing PDFs with all the measurements on it. So check those out on my blog for all the projects that we are doing, especially all the Christmas in July are definitely all there, and maybe last year's are on there. I can't remember how far back it goes. All right, so the Designer Series paper that I'm using is the Glorious Gingham. You know, I love this, and again, of course I'm using the lemon lime twist on this one. It's got all different colors on here. I love this pack, and you can use either side of the gingham if you want to change it up. I'm using the stitched rectangles, but I'll tell you the size of the piece. If you want to just cut out a rectangle, you can do that. And then for the ice that I did, I just used this from the Give It a Whirl dies. I use this for so much, y'all. It's not just for making those whirl cards, but there's so many different things. Look at the stars and the hearts and these little hearts here and the circle. There's so much on here that you can use, and I'm using this one right here for the ice of that. You can even cut this out yourself if you want, and I'm using the Trucking Along for the little gifts here and the Wishing You a Festive Christmas. So that is everything that I'm using for this, so let's get started. I already, like I said, cut out the little deer, and I cut it out here, and like I said, there's that little piece. I'm going to just leave it on this one, because it kind of does look like a little ice. So we're going to just leave that on there. And I am going to color her really quick with some real red and some cherry cobbler. And we're going to color the presents as well. So let me zoom in for you, because I know these are a little bit hard to see. And let me grab the presents. I already fussy cut the presents. I didn't use my scan and cut for this, because this is Designer Series paper, and this is a stamped image, and I would have had to do two different things, so it was just quick enough for me to just do that by itself. So I'm going to just use real red here. on her little flower, just to make her a little bit more Christmassy. And then I'm just gonna kind of shade it a little bit. I'm gonna do the middle in the cherry cobbler and then just around the edges there. That's all I'm doing for her. And then we're gonna color these, which I'm gonna use the real red again. I'm gonna use that for the bow. Y'all, I'm just doing regular coloring here. A little bit of shading, but nothing fancy. All right, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna highlight it a little bit with the cherry cobbler. And then we're going to use some lemon lime twist, and we're going to color the light. I hope this is the light, yep, for the package here. And then I'm going to do this little strip over here as well, just to keep down all the colors so there's not too many. Then I'm going to just highlight this package just a little bit. All right, and now I'm going to use this Tahitian Tide. I'm using the light, and that's just for this little box here. They're real easy to color. And then I'm using Fresh Freesia. And that's for this part, and then I'm going to do this box here. And that's it, y'all, for coloring. All right, let me zoom you back out before I forget. All right, so all that's ready. Here is the cloud I already cut out. And this is the Designer Series paper piece. This piece is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So if you just want to cut out a rectangle, I like the stitching, so that's why I use the stitched rectangles for that. And let's make the box. Okay, so we are going to score this box, and we are going to score it first on the 8 1/2 at 1/2, 3 1/2, and 4 1/2. And then you're going to turn it, and you are going to score it at 1/2, 1 1/2, and 5 1/2. Okay, so I forgot a score mark on the 8 1/2 inch side, so I'm going to turn that back around, and it's 7 1/2 here. So it is 1/2, 3 1/2, 4 1/2, and 7 1/2. Forgot that last score mark. And all these will be in the inspiration sheet, so don't worry about writing these down or anything, because they will all be in that inspiration sheet. All right, so for cutting this is the one with the 1/2 inch side. That's the top of our box. We are going to cut off this bottom corner piece. This 1/2 inch strip is going to be our glue tab. We are going to cut across here, and we are cutting this off across here. Usually do this with my big scissors, and then down. So it's going to look like that. Then you're going to cut down on here. You're going to cut the top off here, because these are going to be our inside flaps for our box. I'm going to cut into those. Going to do the same on this one. Cut down this one. Cut that top 1/2 inch off. And then you're going to cut into these. And then I'm going to straighten this up first. And then I'm going to also cut into these here. Now that's the top. We're going to do the bottom. And you're just going to cut into these. And that's what it's going to look like. Okay, let's sharpen these score marks. Okay, they're all sharpened up here. Now we are going to get our, I'm using the Stampin' Seal Plus, and you're going to put it on the glue tab here. And you are going to fold that down. And then your bottom, this top one will go back because that's the front of your box and you want to keep it nice and clean on the front. And then there's your box. A really, really simple box. I haven't actually made one of these in a long time, these real easy ones. All right, let's go ahead and mat. I'm going to just use my regular seal for that. We're going to mat this piece. Right in the middle here. We're going to grab our little piece of ice here, our ice skating rink part. And put that down here. Let's get our little mousse here, and we are going to pop her up. So I'm going to use dimensionals for this. And I'm going to grab a couple mini as well for the feet and the hands here, this little hand here. All right, well, we'll remove those backings and put her on her little ice so she can skate away. She's going to go just like that. And I'm going to use another dimensional on the back of that. And she's going to hold those packages like that. And then I'm going to grab my piece of cardstock for the sentiment. I'm just going to use this little piece. I'm going to use some Memento black ink. I did use Memento on the packages too because we're coloring it with the blends, and you always want to use the Memento black. And it says, wishing you a festive Christmas. I thought that was perfect for this one. And then I'm just going to cut this out. Make sure this is nice and straight. I'm not always good at that, but it comes close. And I'm going to use my seal on that. We're going to put that on the top up here. And then I'm going to grab my little loose silver sequins. I love these things. They work so good for just about anything. I need my take your pick tool here, and I'm going to use glue to put these down. So let's add these little sequins here. I'm just putting a little dot. Y'all, I think this glue is never going to run out. It's been working just fine. It's really a good glue. It's just that if I get it on my fingers, I'm not happy about it. But other than that, it's really been a good glue. But I still think as soon as this runs out, I am going to get me some Barely Art glue. That's my favorite one. All right, let's put that one there and then one more. I like to do odd numbers, so. All right. So that is it, y'all. Let me find my top to that. And I'll grab the other one, and here are the other one. So there you go. I hope you enjoy this. It's really a fun one, and I thought this would be super cute for the holidays to have our little ice skating deer. All right, everyone, if you need any supplies, you know where to go. You can go to StampingWithAmore.com and shop right from my blog. This is my hostess code. If you order, I'd appreciate it using the hostess code. But other than that, thank you for watching and have a blessed day. I will catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.